So the Fever added skill, they added toughness, they added experience, and they added some personality too. Particularly Sydney Colson, who came to the team with the face of the league moniker already in place, and that was, of course, done in jest because she was talking about those who are not necessarily the actual faces of their franchise or who are getting the lion's share of the playing time. But it was one of those moves that enhances the team's depth, and Colson was a winner with the Aces as a perimeter defender, can shoot the ball, and brings a degree of edge and toughness and tenacity on the floor. And a way to help spell Caitlin Clark at times, maybe play alongside her in short spurts, but nonetheless, building up the depth of the team. That's what the Colson move was about, what the Turner move was about, to spell Boston, to give them a defensive presence. But, with Colson came her personality and some of the other stuff that she is known for on social media. And she must have had an Instagram live because I think that's where this bit came from, where some fan asked her if she would be starting for the Indiana Fever.
Sid, you starting for the Fever? Yeah, I'm starting on the bench. I love a good bench joke. Sid, you starting for the Fever? Yeah, I'm starting on the bench. I love a good bench joke.
So legitimately funny, right? Like that was a funny comment. Good attitude about it. She is content to come off the bench. No delusions of grandeur or anything else, especially when you know who you're going to be backing up and the like. But Sid also went into a little bit more depth about her decision to join the Fever in an interview she did with Boardroom. As you can see, this was clipped out, and basically she was asked when she was first with the Aces. They had Kelsey Plum, Asia Wilson, and Jackie Young, who were number one picks. Now she's with Aaliyah and Caitlin, who were the top picks the last 2 years. Does she see similarities there? And she said, it takes time to build when you're getting players when they're young. A lot of people want to rush championships, but it's not something that happens overnight. It's a long process of figuring things out together. Sometimes you have to lose a lot. You learn through the losses and the wins. You make it to the semifinals, you lose. Sometimes you have to get lucky, and that doesn't take place. But it'll help to have vets that come from winning cultures who understand what it takes to not get too high or too low in this league, because you can lose a bunch in a row and then you could hit your stride at the right point and be clicking and win a championship or make a finals run. We have a nice mixture, and we have a nice core group of young players that are hungry to win and are going to put in the work. Last year, the Fever started slow. Is the question. Caitlin and everyone started figuring things out, and they made the playoffs. With vets and like yourself in place, how do you make sure you're on point from jump? And she said it'll be a much easier transition. And now they have a year under their belts together, which will be scary. It'll be interesting. I'll be interested to see up close and personal with Caitlin to see what it's like day to day. So, I mean, some of the points that I've been articulating about how scary the Fever can be. And, I love her addition to the team just from a personnel standpoint. When you look at the profile, you've got a player who is an excellent on-ball perimeter defender, which isn't really the specialty of Clark nor Mitchell. A player who can shoot the basketball. Colson shot the three at 38% last year, 37% the year before that. So is a bona fide shooter, even on, a relatively small sample size, but in the last 2 seasons of basketball, shot the ball very well from the outside and has won a title. So what's not to like, especially when she's so clearly content coming off the bench?